They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give is to Smith. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is just trying to get the run game going here, backed up, just to give themselves an opportunity to operate, but they're not physical enough up front. That running back, lucky that wasn't a safety, going down at the 1-yard line.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. That's reeled in. It's McMillan. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Handoff to the lone back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Let's go. This offense has a 2nd down play. They move the tight end all over. Trying play action. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. The give on 4th down. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. LSU now operating in the red zone. Off the RPO, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Back to throw, it's Mayfield. Using his feet to buy time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On On second down, he'll fire. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the left. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Sooners! And the point after is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. The short hands, it's Kelly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Tigers want to move quickly. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That means the score, LSU 10, Oklahoma 7. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Smith takes the handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Garbers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody...
And the pass hits, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense drags him down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win, but you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Extending the play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 10, Oklahoma 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Mayfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're... fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quickly to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Moving away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking to scramble. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He caught him. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Second down coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Right on target this time. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away, but when you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're bringing heat. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Genty. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's caught. It's Smith. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Genty. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Topper!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Garbers. Shoots it to the left. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking left. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Feeling some heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Is now second down.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To throw, it's Garbers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to do that. Nice job.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on second and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the technical. The 1st and goal. You're trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
And what an individual effort, making a beautiful catch, diving out and snagging it, Reese.
Just laid his body out, and that's a huge gain after the spectacular reception. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One final play before the end of the quarter. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Back to pass, it's Jordan. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Western Kentucky 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win. But still throwing the football. Still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some solid handshakes at the end of this game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, it's Jordan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the air, it's Garbers. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Garbers. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
No save.